Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes, and in today's session I am going to explain about the great concept of frames, HTML frames. Actually, in the browser window can divide into multiple sections. The browser window can have a chance to divide into multiple sections. So by using frames, that concept is possible. So in this session we have to learn about that concept. Now let us start our session. Now the concept is frames. Now the concept is frames. If you want to divide a web page into multiple sections, if you want to divide a web page into multiple sections, then it is called frames. We can divide a web page into different types of partitions. Actually, now I am opening browser window. All of you carefully observe. Now I am clicking on the Chrome browser. Here the web page is showing like this now. So this is header section, this is title bar, and this is address bar, this is bookmark bar, and the complete white space, whatever the white space we have here down, that complete is body part. And now I want to divide this body part into multiple sections. Call it like a frames. So each part is called one frame. Like that, by using frames concept, we can divide the web browser. We can divide the web browser space. We can divide the multiple sections into a single web page. And this complete white space I want to divide into 3 sections or 4 sections. How to divide? By using frames it can possible. Okay, now syntactically we can see. So the first option is, the first syntax is, for the frames purpose, the complete web browser is called. All of you carefully observe. The complete space, whatever the white space we have in down body section, that complete white space is called frame set. Frame set. And if you want to divide this complete frame set into multiple sections, for example, I want to split this web page into 3 sections, like a horizontal way, 3 rows. I want to split 3 rows. So up to here one section, and up to here one section. I want to split this web page. So each partition is called frame. Partition is called frame. Frame set equal to the total web page is equal to frame set. Equal to frame set. Frame means in the total frame set, each partition is called frame. Like that, in our web page we can divide the different partitions, we can divide the different frames. Okay, now syntax we have to see. Opening frame set, opening frame set and closing frame set and closing frame set. So in between here two important attributes we have, nothing but rows. If you want to divide a row, if you want to divide rows wise, then here I am giving rows like 30%. First partition is 30%, comma. Second partition is 30%, comma. Next 40%, quotes close. So if you give this one, if you give in your web page, I mean in your code, if you give rows equal to 30%, 30%, 40%, the first partition is equal to 30% and second partition is equal to 30% and third partition equal to remaining space like a 40%. So total 100% we have now. So 100% covered. So 3 partitions purpose, 3 frames we need to give. 3 frames. So frame open and also close. In the frame we have the source attribute. So what in the first frame, what is the data, I mean what is the file if you want to represent on the first frame, that file name we need to, that file name with location we need to give in this space. Okay, file 1, like that. Here 3 partitions we are giving now. So like that 3 partitions, 3 frames we need to give here. 3 frames. In the 3 frames, 3 files if you want to execute, the text files we need to give along with complete path address. The file is available at where? For example, if it is a D drive, so the D drive address and also file name and also file extension also must and should be required here. Must and should be we need to give by us only. Understand? Like this we need to give. For example, if you here it can support one more attribute, calls. So if you give like that, vertically it can divide. If you give the rows horizontal wise, it can divide. Understand? So that is the difference between rows and calls. And practically we have to see right now. First divide the pages. First divide the total web page into 3 sections like a row wise. Okay. Now let us see. For that I am opening Notepad window. Here the root element is doc type HTML. Sorry, this is not a root element. This is a starting element to give the version information for the browser. And the root element is HTML, opening and closing. And next head part HEAD, opening and closing tag. And here title I am giving title. The title name is frames. The concept name is frames. Next, body. Actually we have to divide the web page into in the body section only, not a head section. In that frame set I am using. First option is frame set, opening and closing. After that frame I am using SOC equal to in between double quotes. So frame I am closer here. Okay, frame I have closer here. So this is a single tag only, I mean not a paired tag. This is a singular tag. This one is enough. So like that. So here I want to divide the web page into horizontal way, nothing but row wise. So for that rows I am giving here in between double quotes. 30% is the first partition measurement Next 30% is the second part measurement. 40% is the remaining space, and one more. So all of you carefully observe. Now I am saving this file. frames.html. Save as type is all files. So same location I am saving. For execution purpose I am going to that location. Frames, yeah, here frames. I am double clicking on that file to execute purpose. So here not showing anything. I think we did some mistake there. FRAMESET frame set opening FRAME, yeah, frame set here SET closing tag. We did the, we have spelling mistake. We have the spelling mistake. So now I corrected and go to file menu, choose save option. Again I am refreshing the page. Here one thing you need to find out, you need to identify one thing. HTML is completely errorless language. If you done any mistake while developing any code, while developing HTML code, if you done any mistake, the browser will not show any mistakes. The browser will not show any errors, okay, because of it is a errorless language. If you give the proper syntax, then it will execute in the proper way. If you done any mistake, then it will not show anything, okay, like white space it will show without any content. So that means you can identify you did a mistake, okay. Now I am refreshing the page. So this is also not working. We have done some mistake here. 30%. So wait, I think body tag we haven't used it right now. We don't want to use body tag maybe. Frames in HTML tutorials point. So now let us see the part. Yeah, here body tag is not there na, because of we are dividing the body. So that's why body tag not required. That's why it is not splitting the, not dividing the partitions with the partitions. Now I am removing the body tag. Body tag not required for the frames. Understand? Yeah, now I am going to file menu, choose save option to save the file. Now I am refreshing the page. Yeah, this is the frame. Now I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe. Two horizontal rows come, three partitions came. The top position is one partition 30%, and second is also 30%, and third one is also 40%. So three partitions I have divided. So each one block is called one frame. Total web page is called frame set. So each partition is called one frame. Horizontally, row wise I divided. Here row wise I divided. So that's why. Now I want to represent some data. For that, previously I executed some files now. So order list, okay, ol.html. Next, in the second partition ul.html. In the third partition dl.html. So these three files I am given because of in the previous class I have explained in order list, unordered list, definition list. So that's why those three files I want to execute in these three frames. So now I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe. It is showing now. So in the first partition order list applied. In the second partition unordered list applied. In the third partition definition list applied. And also scroll bar is also identified by the third partition, because of automatically it will detect by the scroll bar. If the text content is over to that panel size, then automatically scroll bar will applied by the browser. Now I want to divide same into columns wise. Now I want to I want to divide the web page into column size. So for that, instead of rows, I am using COLS. In the short form, we can use the calls attribute. So all of you carefully observe where I have to use this one, attributes, in the frame set only. Now I am saving this one. Again, I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe here. Look at the screen. So three partitions, while vertically it has divided now. The web page has divided into vertically, like vertically in the three parts only. The first part order list, second part unordered list, third part definition list. So like that, our web page we can divide into multiple sections. Next, what are the attributes it can support by the frame set? So now let us see the frame set attributes. Frame set attributes we have to see right now. So these attributes are also very important. Without attributes, you can't provide additional information for the main element. Okay, so that's why the first attribute is calls, second attribute is rows, third one is border, fourth one is frame border, fifth one is frame spacing. So these many attributes can support by the frame set only. Now each and everything we can see. Why it is showing underline frame border? Okay, space. It is expecting space, but because of it is a Word document, that's why it is expecting space between two words. But attributes does not have any space, so completely you need to use like this. So this is the correct way. Now while frames executing time, while frames explaining time, calls attribute is also, explanation is over, rows is also over just now. These two attributes or usage is over. So if you use the rows attribute, the web page can divide it into horizontal way, like nothing but rows. In the rows format it can divide. First option, this is, so all of you carefully observe here, this is columns, the first column, second column, third column, because of we have used the calls attribute. If you use the instead of calls rows attribute, if you use in our code, then go to file menu, choose save option. If you did any, if you do any mistakes correction in your code, compulsory you need to save again. Otherwise the previously executed file it will execute. Now I am refreshing the page. Now this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. All of you observe now. So like that, rows and columns will work. Rows, columns, attributes functionality is like this. Now here the third attribute is what? Border. Now we can see the border. What it will happen? Border equal to 5 number I given, 5 size border I can apply it here. Just simply I am refreshing the page. So okay, by default 10 size border it has applied. It has reduced it, but we can't see that one. Now 20 I applied, then only we can find out. Now I am saving this one. Again I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe what it will happen for the border. Yeah, the border size is, all of you carefully observe here, the border size is increased now. So like that border can apply. And here instead of using rows, I use the calls attribute. So then only the visibility of the border you can simply understand by looking at the vertical lines. Yeah, understand? So this much 20 pixels of space it has occupied for the border thickness purpose. Understand? Right. Next attribute is what? Frame border. Next attribute is what? Frame border. So instead of I am using border, frame border I am using. Go to 5 menu, choose save option. What it will happen? I am refreshing the page. Where it has applied frame border, this attribute specifies whether the three-dimensional border should be displayed between frames. This attribute takes values only 1 and 0 only. So here frame border only it will take two values, either 0 or 1. So now I applied the 0. What it will happen? I think border cancel by the browser. Border it will not show. Yes. All of you carefully observe the splitted, the divided partitions border is not showing now because of here I applied in the code I applied 0, but instead of 0 I applied 1. Again I am saving. Again I am refreshing the web page. The border it will show. Yeah, frame border attribute functionality is like this. Next, frame spacing. Frame spacing. Frame spacing. So for that, one more attribute, frame spacing. Now we have to see what is the functionality of frame spacing. Frame spacing is also can support numbers. 10 size I am giving. In between double quotes, 10 size I am giving. Just I go to file menu, choose save option. And I am refreshing the page here. Frame spacing, why it is not working anything? 10. FRAME SPACING. SPACING. 10 pixels. Between frames in a frame set. This can any integer value. For example, frame spacing 10 means there should be a 10 pixel spacing between each frames. Okay, instead of 10, I am giving the 50. Okay. Because of for your understanding purpose, I am increasing the value. Okay. Now I am refreshing the page. Where 100 we have to take. Yeah, all of you carefully observe. Frame spacing means frame set and frames. Frame set inside frame na. So that difference it will show. Actually it applied the frame set only, not your frames. These are the frames na. So this space it will change, I think. Now we have to see the complete format of frame spacing. Frame spacing example. Frame spacing in HTML. Yeah, goals, gigs for gigs. Frames, the attribute of frame set tag is used to specify the amount of spacing between the frames in frame set. This can take any integer value or parameter. Frame spacing equal to 20 pixels of spacing it can occupy. So the output is what? Here output is not showing. Control F. Frame spacing. Yeah, W3 schools. Frame set. What to use the frame set? It is also not working. I think till now no one should use it. This one. Frame spacing in HTML. Yes, here we have to see. Yeah, frame to frame. Frame spacing 0 pixels means between two frames. Okay. Frame border 1. Okay. Border equal to 2 pixels. Save. Okay, wait. Now we have to see the difference. So this is the space, border to border. Save. I am refreshing the page. Frame border, frame spacing equal to 20. Save. I am refreshing the page. What it is happening? Frame spacing attribute sets the. Okay, actually frame spacing does not support by the Chrome window. Here all of you carefully observe. In the internet it is showing Internet Explorer and Opera. These two browsers it can support frame spacing attribute. Now this file we need to execute in the Internet Explorer frames. Then only we can simply understand. Now I am open with right click and also choose the Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer. Now 50 is the FRAMESPACING. Now I am saving this one. Again I am refreshing. The difference is showing now. So actually frame borders just it is moved. Now I am changing. All of you carefully observe. Here 10 it is given. Frame set border, frame spacing is 10. Now I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe. All of you carefully at the border space only. In this space, okay? Now I am refreshing. Carefully observe. It is moving now. So the space is occupied from one frame to another frame. Like that we can use. Internet Explorer worked properly. But Chrome is not worked properly. Because of Chrome does not support. Chrome has not supported by the frame spacing. Now frame set attributes are also completed. Understand? Now frame attributes we have to see right now. Frame attributes. Frame attributes we have what? The first option is source. Source is the first attribute. Second is name. Third one is frame border. Third one is frame border. Fourth one is margin width. Margin width. And also fifth one margin height. Margin width and margin height. And sixth one is nor size. And seventh one is scrolling. And eighth one is long desk. These are the attributes. Frame border also can work. The first attribute also already completed. Source. Here the code is. All of you carefully see the code. In the frame, SRC attribute we have used. SRC attribute functionality is what? So in the first frame, what file you need to execute? That SRC means source. The full form is source. So ol.html file. If you want this file, if you want to execute in the first frame, here you need to configure. For example, if the file is available at desktop, for example, the frames frames, and also OL file is also same folder. Okay na? These two files are available at where? In the same location. Practice problems folder we have. In the practice problems folder, the first the main root program, I'm nothing but frames program, and also the first frame program available in the same location. So that's why this complete address not required, because of that file is also available in the same location. Now actually this file is available. This file is available. OL file is available at desktop. Now I am cutting this one, cutting in this location. Now I am pasted to at the desktop. On the desktop, all of you carefully observe. In the desktop I have pasted this one, and in that location, previous location, OL file is not there. Carefully observe. Is there any OL file? No. So now I am refreshing the page, frames program page. First page is not showing anything. The first frame is not showing anything because of the path. It cannot identified by the browser. So that path address we need to give. How to give the path address here? Already in the previous classes we have discussed it. How to copy the path address, file address, and right click on that file, because of this is available on the desktop. That file on that file you just right click and choose the properties option. After that, copy this entire location, C drive, users, C desktop, this entire location, copy from here. Don't type anything. If you type, simply you will done the mistake. So don't type anything. Just copy from here. That address, copy from here, and just simply you can paste. And also give one slash. After that, ol.html file name is same na. So that's why I haven't copied from that one, because of that file name is available here. And now I am going to save this file. For that, go to file menu, choose save option, and here cancel this one and minimize this one and refresh that web page. So as easily it is executing now. The file is also detected by the address only. That address is called, while computer terminology it is called path, path. Okay, that path is called address of the file location. So that path is also we need to give here only. If the file is available at different location, compulsory that location address we need to, complete address we need to give in the source attribute. If the main file and also source file and also destination executed destination file is also both files are available at same location, path not required. At that time, path is not required. Understand? For that, source attribute we can use. And next attribute we have to see name. If you want to define a name, here name equal to OL, ordered list. Here extension not required. So name attribute use it to define the frame of name. So this is UL. The second frame name attribute is identified by the UL only. Third is name equal to DL. So that related names I am giving. Actually name attribute identified by the name attribute is used to define the frame name only. So for that we can use. Next, third attribute is what? Frame border. Frame border is used to in the frame set also, as well as frame also. So for that, frame border I am using here. Frame border is used to only zeros and ones. If you want to apply any border for the frame, so for that simply you can use the 1. If you don't want to apply any border for the frame border, instead of 1 you can give the 0. So now for the second frame purpose I disabled the border. Now I am refreshing the page. Then simply you can see you can identify here second border. I think we have done some mistake. FRAMEBORDER, frame border. Language given. The attribute specify whether or not the borders at the type frame are shown. It overrides the value given the borders or frame border attribute on the frame set. Tag is on the given by the and this can take the values of zeros and ones. Frame border. So in the root element I have applied this one, a frame border, so that's why it is not reflecting anything. So first I am removing it from the root element. All of you carefully observe. Now the frame border is in the second frame only. Frame set does not contain, okay, frame set I haven't applied any frame border. So second frame I don't want to represent the border, so it is not reflecting anything. I think frame set frame border not working, frame border not working in frame tag. HTML frames are absolute in HTML5 here to, okay, it is a version compatibility, it has a version compatibility, so that's why it is not showing that one. Difference between frames and iframes, the history of future frames, problem with frames, create the frames. Yeah, here 4 frames we have, creating that one. Horizontal frames, mixing columns and rows, yeah. And next one, yeah, frame border 0, frame border 0. Okay, if you want to disable all frames borders, then compulsory you need to use the for all frames only, not only single frame, not only single frame. If you want to disable for all frames, for the all frame purpose we need to give, so then only this will work. Let's try. Now I change it for all purpose. Yeah, all frames removed na. So like that frame set, if you want to apply anything, any border for that frames, just simply you need to replace the 1 here, also 1 means true, 0 means false. Okay, frame border can support only 2 values, zeros and ones. Here I am refreshing the page, then it can applied by the border. And next one, margin width. Margin width. Margin width, the attribute allows to specify the width of between left and right, and left side and right side. Margin width you have to apply. For the first frame, I am applying the margin width equal to left and right 50. I am taking. Save. Now I am refreshing the page. For the first panel, yeah, the space occupied by the 50 pixels of size, 50 pixels of space occupied. It has more space we have now. The first panel, the first frame. In the second frame has normal it can take. For your understanding purpose, definition has attached, definition list attached to border na maximum. Now I want to replacing that one. For that also same attribute, margin width equal to 50 I am using at the last frame. Simply just carefully observe here. Go to file menu, choose save option. Here I am refreshing the page. Yeah, space is occupied now. So like that we have to use the margin width. Now next attribute is what? Margin height also. Margin height. is occupied with the left and right. So margin width, if you give the margin width equal to 50 and left and right both sides, it will occupy the 50 pixels of space. 50 pixels of space. If you apply the margin height, top and bottom, it can apply. Margin height. Margin height equal to 50. So in the first panel I given. So all of you carefully observe. In this panel what it will happen. Now I am refreshing the page. Yeah, at the top and bottom it can occupied by that. At the top and bottom 50 pixels of space it can occupy. Margin width occupied with the margin width equal to 50 means 50 pixels of space it can occupy by the left and right only. Margin width. Margin height it can occupy the space 50 pixels of space it can occupy, because of here I given the 50 pixels, but at where, at top bottom only it can take that space. At top, at bottom, both sides it can take. Now the next attribute is nor size. Nor size. Here all of you carefully observe. Here the cursor is showing like this now. If you want to move from that side to this side, it is occupied, it is moving. It is moving. Now I want to restrict. Now I want to prevent this type of dragging. For that, we need to use the nor size. Nor size equal to nor size. Now, I don't want to drag that one. I don't want to move this. I don't want to drag that size. Nor NORE SIZE equal to, in between double quotes, same word you need to configure, nor SIZE. In the first frame I have configured this one. So first frame I have restricted. Now I am refreshing the page. So all of you carefully observe. Here cursor is not showing now. In the first border cursor is preventing, but in the second border cursor is not preventing, because of I restricted only first frame only. Because of I restricted, that panel dragging is restricted by the nor size attribute. So like that, if you want to prevent the dragging of your frame, compulsory you need to use the nor size attribute. Nor size equal to nor size. Okay na? Like that. Now scrolling. Scrolling attribute we have. The attribute controls are appearing for scrolling equal to no. For example, now I am converting the web page into rows. Instead of columns, rows I am applying. Rows I am applying. All of you carefully observe. Now I am refreshing the page. Here scroll bar applied na. The down scroll bar applied. It is moving na. And top is also applied scroll bar. Now I want to restrict the scroll bar. In the first frame, scrolling equal to, in between double quotes, no. So now I am saving this one. Now I don't want the scroll bar for the first frame. Now I am refreshing the page. If you give the like that, the scroll bar has disabled. Here not showing anything now. Previously it is showing, but now it is not showing. Like that, scroll bar also you can restrict. Next, long disk. The attribute allows you to provide the link to another page containing a long description of contents. Long disk equal to frame description of HTML. Frame description of HTML. In the first frame, long disk equal to, in between double quotes, here one file I have configuring here, like image file. Okay, image img.html, in between double quotes img.html. What it will happen? Actually till now I haven't used this attribute also. Now what will happen, we have to see. Refreshing the page. Refreshing the page. It is not showing anything. Long disk equal to img.html. I think okay, img. in the img okay, diamond symbol it is showing, but why it is not executing? Long desk functionality is what? This attribute allows you to provide a link to another page containing a long description of the contents of the frame. For example, long desk equal to frame description.html. Frame description.html. Now we have to see how it will work. Long desk in HTML. Long desk. Element name long desk equal to value. Till image source long desk. Okay. Long desk has the very lengthy description, not required for this. Just remove. According to syllabus, this much is enough. Okay, now I am removing this one, and from the attributes also I am removing. If you want to do, if you want about this information, then check in internet. Okay, so these many attributes are enough. Next, disadvantages of frames. Disadvantages of frames. Of frames. What are the disadvantages we have by using frames? There are few drawbacks with using frames, so it is never recommended to use the frames in your web pages. The first drawback is, okay, there are few drawbacks. There are few drawbacks with using frames. So it is never recommending. It is never recommending to use frames in your web pages. Actually, there are number of drawbacks, so that's why frames are not recommending by the software companies. So now let us see what are the drawbacks we have. The first drawback is some smaller devices cannot work with frames. So that's why some smaller device cannot work with frames. I mean, the web page can't divide by the smaller devices. So that's why. Next, sometimes your web page will display. Sometimes the web page will display differently on different computers. Computer to computer, these are differently show the screen. That's why, due to screen resolution, because of some monitors, some computers monitors having small resolution, some computers monitors having high resolution. High resolution computers it can support by the frames, but small resolution computers it cannot support. So then only, I mean, differently it can open. Some clumsy frames it can open. It cannot maintain the sequence for execution time. 1, 2, 3 like that, 3 frames we have divided now. So first frame we have first frame we have shown, and remaining 2 frames are will hide by the small resolution. So that's why frames are not recommended for this reason. And the browser's back button is also will not work. All of you carefully observe. Here we have created 3 frames now. 3 frames. So browser back button is will not work for this, and forward button is also will not work. So this is also one of the drawback. Here back arrow and forward arrow we have now. So these two buttons will not work for this. Why it is not working? For example, if it will work for the first frame, and what about the remaining two frames? So that confusion, for that, based on that confusion, these two are disabled by the browser. So that is the major drawback. And next one, there are still few browsers does not support, and there are, some browsers will not support by the frames. So that's why this is also one of the reason. Understand? So for this drawbacks, for this disadvantage purpose, frames not recommended to use. Understand? So frames concept is also over right now. And one more thing, a simple example I am given for here I given rows contain 3 columns. I have divided 30%, 30%, 40%. So here first 30% is over, second 30% is second panel, third 40% is third frame. So instead of giving third percentage, just star symbol also you can give, no problem. The first partition is 30%, second partition is 30%, total 60% covered, and remain star means total remaining percentage it has covered by the third panel, third frame. So that is the advantages of star symbol, that remaining partition it can show like that. Understand? The remaining space, whatever the remaining space we have, the first panel occupied 30%, second panel occupied 30%, so total 60% have covered by the two frames. And if you give the star symbol at last, and the remaining total whatever the space we have, that remaining space it can create by the third frame. Understand? Instead of giving the percentage, just star symbol also you may give, no problem. So frames concept is also over. Till now, up to now, first unit covered, first unit completed. In the next class I will start by the next unit. Okay, second unit, that is CSS, cascading style sheets. Thank you. Today I am going to ending this session.